Hello everyone, and welcome to Frank Mark, episode 2. At the end of episode 1, a man had just asked Cassandra, was she interested in him or in his job? And then he called her. And ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you're sitting comfortably. Get yourself a large bowl of snacks. And don't spend too much time trying to work out what on earth this goon is talking about. Are you going to speak to me or not? Hello.
Yeah.
Why do I have to ask you everything so many times?
Yeah, like I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't really understand what you're trying to push to me. Why are you so interested?
I can't hear you. Stop talking at 90 miles an hour and stop mumbling. I can't hear you.
Why can't you hear me?
I don't know why I can't hear you. You're probably not talking loudly, or maybe you don't have the phone near your mouth.
I do understand you, okay. Everything you're saying.
I can't hear you, man.
My goodness.
Right, please put the phone close to your mouth.
Just me, okay, since you can't hear me.
Please put the phone closer to your mouth.
I should put the phone closer to my mouth.
Oh, congratulations. Put the phone closer to your mouth so that I can hear you.
Okay. I put it closer to my mouth.
Well, now speak up. Speak up instead of speaking like a mumbling toddler.
Okay, so tell me, why are you so interested in my job? Are you here for my job or you are here for me?
I'm not interested in your job. I have no interest in your job. I simply asked you what a main badge is. You told me you were building one. I asked you what a main badge is. Why wouldn't I be interested in your job?
Then why do you keep investigating me?
I asked you one question. Why did I have to ask it 7 times?
Why do you have to ask in several times? It's because you know the answer and you keep on asking me. That's why you have to ask.
I don't know the answer, man. I have never heard of a main badge. A main badge. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Do not talk over a lady. I will tell you when you can speak. Did you understand that? Do not talk over a lady. Do not talk over a lady. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I will tell you when you can talk. Okay. You told me you were constructing a main badge. You cannot talk yet. You told me you were constructing a main badge. You can't talk yet. I asked you what a main badge is. You can't talk yet. I had to ask you 7 times, yes, 7 times before you changed your mind. You can't talk yet. You changed your mind and decided it was a main barge. You do know the difference between a badge and a barge, I presume. Why did I have to? You do not have my permission to talk yet. You do not have my permission to talk yet. You do not have my permission to talk yet. You do not have my permission to talk yet. Why did I have to ask you 7 times before you changed your mind and decided it was not a main badge, it was a main barge? Why did it take you 7 times to do that? You may now talk. Oh, you're struck dumb, are you? Can't think of an answer. Why did I have to ask you 7 times?
Why do you have to ask me several times? It's because you know the answer and you keep asking me.
I did not. Shut up. I did not know the answer. That is why I asked you. Are you really so thick? You told me main badge. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I will tell you when you can speak. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. Shall I say that 7 times? Because apparently I have to say everything 7 times. It should be terribly boring in the video, won't it? Terribly boring. You changed your mind from main badge, main badge, main badge, to main barge, main barge, main barge. You changed your mind. You couldn't tell me what a main badge is, even though I asked you 7 times, so you changed your mind to main barge. What a main badge is, I do not know what a main badge is. That is why I asked you. That is why I asked you. And I had to ask you 7 times, yes, 7 times, before you changed your mind. You changed your mind and decided it was a main barge. Do you know the difference between a badge and a barge? What is the difference between a badge and a barge? Go on, tell me. You may speak.
A badge and a badge, they are 2 different things. Okay.
Exactly. Tell me the difference between them.
Okay. One is being placed in a uniform, like...
And stop mumbling. Speak up, man. Stop mumbling like a toddler. Speak up.
Okay. One you can put one on uniform is being put on uniform like a stamp.
Speak up.
You know. Oh, come on, I'm speaking now. Can't you hear me clearly?
No, I can hardly hear you.
I said a badge and a badge. One is being placed in uniform and the other is called a chip. Okay.
Exactly. Congratulations. So why did I have to ask you? Why did I have to ask you? Why did I have to ask you 7 times? 7 times. 7 times. What a main badge! What a main badge is when I have not shut up. You do not have my permission to shut up. Shut up. You do not have my permission to speak. Why did I have to ask you 7 times what a main badge is when I have never heard of it and you have now decided there is no such thing? Why did I have to ask you 7 times? You may now speak.
Okay, my queen. It's because you already know the answer to it. I was waiting for you to correct me, but you don't want to correct me on
How
that.
could I correct? How could I correct you? When, shut up. You do not have my permission to speak. How could I correct you when I had not heard of a main badge? I said 7 times that I had not heard of a main badge. I had not heard of a main badge. How could I correct you when I was unaware that it was wrong? Shut up. You do not have my permission to speak. Shut up. You do not have my permission to speak. Okay? I will tell you when you can speak, assuming you can say anything sensible. How could I correct you when I was unaware that it was wrong? You may speak.
I may speak. What do you want me to speak when you keep
I want you to tell me how I could correct you when I was unaware that it was wrong.
It's okay. I admit. It's okay.
I'm not going to ask you 7 times, but I may have to. How could I correct you when I was unaware that it was wrong?
Okay.
That is not an answer. That is not an answer. That is, how could I correct you when I was unaware that it was wrong?
Okay, I said it's okay.
No, it is okay is not an answer. It's a how question. How requires an answer. How?
I said I am sorry. Why do you keep... Oh, come on. Can we please move to other topic?
I think that's a very good idea, so long as you have anything sensible to say.
Why?
Go on, get out your list. Ask me another question off your list.
Huh?
I said get out your list and ask me another question off your list.
Good.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list.
So, tell me, how are you doing today? How's it been with you today?
Sorry, say it again. I really can't hear you very well. You need to speak up.
Okay, I said, how are you feeling today? I didn't hear from you earlier today. what
How
have
am
you
I
been doing
feeling
today?
today? How do you think I'm feeling today when I've been talking to a complete and utter brain-dead idiot who can't read, who I have to ask a simple question 7 times, and then who spent the
It's
last 10
you who
minutes
can't.
refusing to
It's
answer
you
me?
who can't read, and you are that idiot. Okay,
Right, so how do you
it's
think
not.
I would feel?
It's not a good idea to insult your man. Okay, I
You're not
don't
my
like
man.
it.
You're not my man.
Then who am I to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What am I to
Nothing.
you?
You are my baby. Yeah, I'll take it or leave it.
Where on earth do you think I would want a man that can't even answer a simple question?
I can see that you're making fun of me. And you're making a fool of me, and I don't like it.
Oh dear, well answer the question. Why do you think I would want a man that refuses to answer a simple question? That's also a simple question, by the way. Why do you think I would want a man that can't or won't answer a simple question? Do you think it's clever? Do you think you're being impressive or something?
I don't like the way you're acting. Stop it.
Well, stop acting like a complete brain-dead idiot then. What you said I'm your baby. Why would I want a man that won't answer a simple question? I mean, you must have a reason to think that, but I can't think what it is.
It's okay. And please stop insulting me. I don't
Yes, well,
like
I
it.
think you should go back to your list and ask the next silly question off your list. Go on.
What question do you want me to ask about?
Well, I don't know. Whatever's next on your list.
Yeah, let's test, okay. But you know what? Can we please continue testing on Skype?
I can't
Please.
hear what you're saying.
I said, can we go on Skype?
Can we go on
Can you please?
Skype? No, we can't. You're on
Well,
here.
I want I want us testing on Skype because I'm not always online here on Messenger. I told you that.
Well, you can want or you like. We're not going on Skype. You can talk to me on here or not at all. Just ask me the next question off your list.
Okay.
As someday it may happen that the victim must be found, I've got a little list, I've got a little list.
Tell me, how long have you been online and what's been your experience online with
I've
friends?
been online for 55 years. How long have you been online?
I haven't been online for not that long, just for a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken.
You've just been online for a couple of months. You do know the internet's
Yeah,
been around for 20 odd years, and so have mobile phones. How old are you? 13? Well, it'd make you 15 because you probably wouldn't be allowed online till you're 13.
like what I'm trying to ask about is how long have you been on Facebook and what have been your experience with friends on Facebook? That's what I'm trying to ask you. I'm not trying to ask you about the entire online, okay? Don't get me wrong.
Well, make yourself clear, man. I've been on Facebook for 35 years.
Oh my goodness, 45 years.
Yes, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Probably about 20 years before Facebook was even invented. But, I'm psychic. And my
That means,
experience on Facebook has been absolutely awful. I keep meeting brain-dead morons who can't answer a simple question. What's been
oh
your
I say,
experience?
oh I say, what have been my experience?
Yes, what's been your experience? And
Hasn't that
why
that
did you only go online 2 months ago? Were you in prison
yeah
or something?
because some like a friend of mine at work told me to go online that I might find someone that's going to love me for who I am because I've been outspoken for about 5 years now, and since then I've vowed never to have anything to do with women. But my son keep disturbing me that I should try and get someone back that he can be calling mom. So that's why I come online on Facebook to see if I will look to see if I can find a soulmate here on Facebook until I got you here chatting with me.
Yes, well, until you learn to speak properly and stop mumbling like a drugged up teenager, you're not going to find anyone, are you? Nobody's going to understand a word you're saying.
Okay, just that I can talk louder. I can talk louder.
Well, that's a bit better.
Okay.
I mean, why do you think any woman would want somebody that sounds like they're stoned out of their brains and is mumbling like an idiot?
What are you asking about now? So, where do you want me to start from?
Well, just ask me the next question on that list.
Okay.
As someday it may happen that a victim is be found, I've got a little list.
Have you dated anyone online before?
What do you mean before? I'm not dating anyone online now. Next question. I mean, I know what the next question is, but go on.
Do you wish to have a man in your life?
Not one like you, no.
Not what?
Do you wish to have a man in your life?
So what's the answer to that?
I said not one like you, no.
Why do you say so?
Well, why would I want a brain-dead moron who can't answer a simple question in my life?
Oh, come on, stop saying that. I've answered your question.
Yes, after I'd asked you about 20 times and had to tell you to shut up so that you listened to the question and didn't talk over me.
Yeah, but I've answered your question, so
yes. Can you imagine
it?
If I had to ask you every single question so many times? It would be so tedious and so boring.
Come on, let me tell you something. We need to understand.
Ask me the next question on your list, because you're clearly not listening to the answers. Ask me the next question on your list.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list.
Do you believe in online dating?
I can't hear you.
Do you believe in online dating?
I can't hear you.
My goodness. I say, do you believe in dating online?
No, I don't.
No, you don't?
No, I don't. Next question.
Why, if I may ask?
Because I like to meet a man in person.
Because you like to meet a man in person?
Congratulations.
Or because you haven't felt love for someone online?
No, because I like to meet a man in person. Next question.
Not that you like to meet a man in person, you haven't felt love for someone.
Oh, you know the answers better than I do you? Well, just ask the questions and then you can answer them yourself.
Because I can read your feelings, okay? And I don't want you lying to me. I want you to be truthful to me, okay?
Well, apparently you want me to give you the answers you want me to give you, so you're not actually interested in what I'm going to say. So just ask the question and tell me the answer. It'll be much quicker.
Okay.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list.
So, tell me, you said you don't believe online dating, then why are you still...
Then why am I what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Why am I what?
Why are you still on Facebook looking for men to trust if you don't believe...
I can't hear what you're saying. Speak more clearly, man.
Let me test you now.
No. I really can't hear what you're saying, said Cassandra when the call had ended. Next question, please. Why are you still on Facebook if you don't believe in dating online? Are you really that stupid? This is Facebook, not a dating app. Yes, I know it's not a dating app, but I can still understand your feelings at the same time. Then why are you asking such a stupid question? Next question, please, and try and make it a sensible one. You're looking for a man online, and you're being so rude. I'm not looking for a man online. He said. That's a lie. You sent me a friend request, or have you forgotten? No, it's the truth. You sent me a friend request. Haven't forgotten. I'm rather afraid that whatever you're smoking, swallowing, or inhaling has somehow addled your brain. I know, because I find you lovely, and there's something so special about you. Oh yes, I'm very special. Next question. I don't take drugs, neither do I smoke. How long is your list? Will we be here all night? Yes, dear, he said, in reply to her saying, oh yes, I'm very special, and I really want to have you as a closed friend to see where it will lead to, because I'm looking for who I can have fun with, and someone that we both can understand each other's and you. And in reply to her saying, "How long is your list? Will we be here all night?" he said, "I really want to spend time with you, and I'd like to have a private chat with you on Skype. Are you in bed now, baby? So tell me some more about yourself. Like, what are some of the qualities you do find interesting in men?" I told you very clearly that I will not use Skype. It's okay. I like a man that can have an interesting intellectual conversation, that speaks clearly without mumbling, that can answer a simple question first time with a meaningful, intelligent answer. I'm not mumbling. The call is more clearer on Skype than Messenger. I'm a very outgoing person who loves to dine out, travel, and enjoy the simple life. I'm a hopeless romantic and very affectionate. I have a good sense of humour, and I like to make you laugh. So far you've failed miserably. You haven't said anything even remotely amusing. He said. And you're definitely not outgoing. You even told me earlier that you're shy, she said, quoting the bit where he'd said, "Yeah, honey, I think I'm kind of shy. But I know that stuff about being outgoing, etc. is all on your list, so move on and ask me the next question." So what are you trying to prove to me? Nothing. You were reading the questions from your list when we were talking. I assume you can also type them. And what's the meaning of that? Why are you proving so smartly? I kept saying you could ask me the next question from your list. You kept saying yes, and then asking the next question. Why are you proving so dimly? Just get on with it, man, and ask the next question. I haven't got all night and I have to go to bed. Why do you think that I can ask all questions today? I don't. I was wondering how long the list is. Perhaps we should resume tomorrow. Oh, please not. I believe that we can't know each other's just for a day, but I believe that if we're meant to be together, as time goes on, you'll know more of me. I so wish I knew what that meant, but I expect to live forever in ignorance. Why, if I may ask, why don't you want a man in your life? Because I don't expect you to elaborate and explain what it meant. Who said I don't? Because that's how you're acting, like you don't want a man in your life. Do you think you're God's gift to women, or the only man on the planet? Because all you want in life is to have control over a man, and you knows it can't happen, because men are the head of the house. Believe me, if you were Adam and I was Eve, I wouldn't have offered you that apple, and mankind would have fizzled out. And now he's about to demonstrate a stunning understanding of the story of Adam and Eve. Ladies and gentlemen, I really did start to think this was a teenager who genuinely didn't understand. He said. What country do you live in? Men are the head of the house. I'm not God's gift to women. I'm just looking for a caring lady, not woman's. Were you born in the 1700s? Yes, he said, in reply to her saying men ahead of the house, ? Because man was the first God created. Well, he clearly made a huge mistake when he created you. I think you'll find women have had equal rights in the USA for many years. You can't predict the future. There was a reason for everything that happened in the garden. In fact, if you were Adam and I was Eve, I'd have made sure the apple tree was cut down before it had time to bear fruit. That tree was already there before Adam and Eve was created into the world. I would have chopped it down the instant I met you. And if I may ask, do you know what that tree that Adam and Eve ate from stand for? Oh, you're going to love what he thinks it stood for. Yes, I do. And if you do, you'd know there never was a tree. LOL, that's a lie. You'd have plucked many of the apples if it was you, he said, in reply to her saying she would have chopped it down. I think it's time for the next question from your list. God has already created the garden before man and woman were there. I want you to tell me what the trees stand for, he said, hoping she might explain it to him. You know perfectly well what it stands for. Next question, please. Yes, but I want to hear it from you, if you truly know what the trees stand for. Or maybe you don't. Perhaps you really are too young and stupid to understand. So change the subject and ask the next question, or go away and ask Daddy to explain the facts of life to you. Stop using such words on me, because I can see that you're very rude. Which bit was offensive? I was just telling you. Didn't Daddy explain the facts of life, or have you run out of questions? Yes, but what are you telling me? Which bit was offensive? Either your list has run out, or Daddy didn't tell you what you need to know. So change the subject, or go away. I'm not here to be asking too many questions. Why are you hugging me to ask your questions? That's the choice of two things. A, change the subject, or B, go away. And I'm not hugging you. I can't think of anything worse. I'm sure your brain can work well enough to make that decision. Will you A, change the subject, or B, go away? Then I want to know more of you. I want to know what makes you feel happy. I like listening to classical and choral music. That makes me happy. Interesting conversations with intelligent people make me happy. That's lovely. I love to sing a lot. A lot. Who's your favourite choral composer? Don Williams, replied our man. Try again. I asked who's your favourite choral composer. You do know what choral music is. And you? That's not an answer to my question. Do you know what choral music means? And please don't make me ask 7 times. Yes, he said, and what kind of silly question is that? It's the kind of silly question you get asked if you tell me that Don Williams is your favourite choral composer. What kind of silly answer was that? Stop it, okay? Or are you a kid? Why are you behaving as someone that was not cultured in her childhood age? Now tell me who your favourite choral composer is, please, if you know what choral music is. Unless, of course, you don't know what it means and you're just pretending that you do. I only love country songs, he said. So you don't know what choral music is. I know, but I don't have favourite. And Don Williams is not your favourite choral composer. OK, tell me what it is, please. As in, tell me what choral music is, so I understand that you really do know what it is. Don Williams is good at country songs, and I love all his songs so much. I know who he is. Please tell me what choral music is, so that I understand you're being mature and intelligent, and really do know what it is. Choral music stands as music that choirs normally sing, said our man, finally getting the point. It can be sung by 1 or more people. Awesome. Now you can go back to the safety of your list. I told you that I know it, and you still told me to answer to it, and I asked you to tell me the answer to the tree that Adam and Eve eat from, and you were unable to answer the question. Maybe you could enlighten me. What list are you talking about? Tell me your own part of the story if you knew it, then I'll tell you my own part of it. As you clearly said, I am unable to answer to the question, so you're going to teach me something. You don't want to answer to it, and you were the one who raised the topic, and you want to jump the question that you bring yourself. But you've said that I'm unable to answer the question. Don't let me ask you for 7 times, he said. So you're going to have to explain it to me. Please? No, I want an answer from you, said our hopeful scammer. No, because unlike you, we agree that I don't know the answer. I can't tell you what I don't know. Maybe they were planting a Bramley cooking apple. You said, which we were the once in the garden, you would have defend the both of us not to eat from the tree. And we now agree that I have no idea what I was talking about. I do not know the answer. I do not know what it means. You, yes, you are going to explain it to me, because I do not know the answer. Is that clear enough? And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That tree in the garden stands for what the future will bring, and it opens your spiritual mindset and makes you to know things that you don't wish to know. Yes, it is. I'm not sure I like the idea of being made to know things that you don't wish to know. It's been fun chatting to you, but I have to go to bed now. Good night. I think it's safe to say that I have a more, let's say, carnal interpretation of what that tree stood for than our man does. Have a good sleep, he said as Cassandra went to lie down, literally in a darkened room, and I'll be visiting you in your dreams. Pray before sleeping, okay? I sincerely hope not, she said. I haven't eaten any pickles, so I should be okay. I really do enjoy chatting with you as well. Why? You hope not to meet me in your dreams? I'll let you work it out. It's going to be fun if I visit you in the dream. Sweet dreams, dear. Mercifully, she said the next morning, I slept well and only dreamt about sheep and ponies. Okay, so what are your plans for today? I just finished having a glass of coffee, dear. I'm just so thrilled that you imparted that important nugget of news. I'm in the office filling in some forms. Oh, okay, dear. I'll be starting work in 20 minutes' time from now. Take good care of yourself for me. Chat with you later on. Okay? At the risk of regretting asking, I've forgotten what work you do. What do you do? And what will you do at work today? To which our man replied, Stop asking me silly questions. Okay? Why is that a silly question? I've forgotten what you do. I was hoping you'd remind me. Or is it silly because you can't remember what you do? No, I'll not do that, he said. Are you drunk again? Or just extremely rude? Because you're misbehaving. FGS, grow up and at least try to act like a mature man. You're the one who's drunk. You're drunk again, aren't you? You're the one who's drunk, and stop acting as if you're a kid. It's not me that, as usual, is refusing to answer a simple question. Try to act mature. It's you that's acting like a kid, refusing to answer a simple question. I'm acting mature, asking you politely to remind me. Bye for now, said our man. Goodbye permanently, said Cassandra, unless you can remember what work you do. I'll never do such thing. You can screw, and he meant scroll. You can scroll back to our previous conversation. No, replied Cassandra, I think you probably won't ever remember what you do, which is a shame, because if you can't remember what work you do, you'll never remember where you need to go to work. I don't need to go anywhere for work, because I'm in my cabin. And once I got done with my dressing, I'll be starting work. Let me see if I can remember. You measure lines under the sea so you can construct a main badge. You're that person that doesn't know what you do for a living. But you probably can't remember if you're on a ship, an oil rig, or a submarine. If you look out of your cabin window, you might get some clues. Not badge, but barge, and let me remind you one more time. I don't construct here. I'm only here to surveyor the work. Simple. Let me remind you one more time what you said. That's my job, honey. Constructions underwater and out of the surface. Forget about this, okay? If you were here to make fun of me, you can move on with your life. Okay? Your wish is Cassandra's command, pal. And stop acting as if you're a kid. If you're here to lie to me, you can move back with your life, okay? It's you that lied, not me. I didn't lie to you. And you're still lying, now trying to tell me you don't construct. And I'll never lie to you. You're just so stubborn and so rude. Okay, so which is true? I don't construct here. Or, that's my job, honey, constructions. One is true, and one isn't true, but isn't a lie. Then do whatever pleases you if you think that I'm not telling the truth. I'm asking you which is true and which isn't. You told me both. You typed those. One is true and one isn't. Unless, of course, you didn't type both, because you were too stoned to type anything, and your mate typed some of it. Do whatever pleases you. Go to hell if you don't understand what I'm telling you. Go to hell if you can't answer that simple question. One is true, one isn't. Don't you know which is which? Is that why you're being so rude? I'll assume you don't know. Go to hell, he said. Maybe neither's true and you do something different. I expect that's it. You don't do either. I'm tired of you asking me silly questions. Think whatever you wish. It isn't a silly question. It was you that told me both stories. I'm just trying to work out which is real and which is fantasy. And I've decided both are lies and you have no idea what you're talking about. So be it. It's when I've come to visit you in your dreams you'll know if I'm telling lies or the truth. Obviously you're telling lies because they can't both be true. The problem is that you don't seem to know which is true and which isn't, which I do find rather odd, although I'd probably make an exception in your case. How are you, honey? He said the next day. But by then, Cassandra had had enough of him, and she ghosted him. I hope you enjoyed this tale of a scammer who was useless if he wasn't sticking to that all-important list. The problem with the lists, of course, is they don't tell you what to do with the answers. That's probably level 2. I don't suppose most scammers have ever passed the level 1 exam. If you did enjoy this video, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.